This is Ed. Welcome to another Exchange 2016 video. In this video, I want to talk to you about the permissions that you have in Exchange 2016 and how you can add members to the different groups. We'll look at the user roles and then the OWA Outlook web app policies. So when you run your setup / accept Exchange Server license terms / prepare AD. Prepare AD goes and basically builds your directory structure and your security groups for Exchange. So as you can see, this is what's created when you do that. Now, we did speak about this in one of the previous videos, that if something happens with these or they get corrupted, you can just rerun prepare ID and it will go and recreate them. You might have a 1 next to it, or a 2 or a 5, whatever the case is. But whatever you do here will reflect here and vice versa. It's just, this is giving you a view of on Exchange directly, and otherwise in AD. So you can see here, if I wanted to edit this one, server management, and there's no members here, and I want to add user 1 to this group, I can do so this way. The same goes for doing it the other way. So we added this to the server management. You can see user 1 is now showing there. If I wanted to do record management, for example, I can add myself, right, and go to records management, and you can see, obviously because my domain controller is one machine, I don't have multiple machines, and the environment's so small, the replication or the updating is pretty quick. Now, the admin roles, these are the ones that Microsoft give you, but you can create other ones with other roles, for example. So you can give it a name, description, the right scope, you can put it in the OU. Now, here you can specify what kind of roles you want this person or this group or a specific third-party contractor, for example, needs to have. You can go through here and you can add it. So I want to add mailbox search, for example, help desk search, and you can add your members in here if you wanted to, and you can click save. So as you can see, I've created a new one now, help desk search. This is a assigned role, and these are the members, and it's a default right scope. Now, generally, you'll see under org management doesn't have search, as you can see. Right, you need to specify a user for doing search. But what I wanted to show you is the right scope. If you change the right scope, you can essentially lock yourself out, which is not a good thing. So if you have modified the right scopes or you've made changes to this, be aware of the consequences, and you might end up having to redo it, etc. If we head over to user roles, basically you can grant end users permissions to options they can set in Outlook on the web and perform tasks themselves, right? This is the default policy that comes when you install Exchange. You can obviously go and create a new one, and you can specify what the user is allowed to do. So if you don't want them to do apps, market apps, etc., then you can take it all away. It just depends on what the requirement is of the business. Then your web policies. So the default feature, basically, you can see enables all the kinds of features, your information management, security, user experience, and time management. Now, it might be a case where, for example, you don't want users playing with themes or signatures because you're using a transport rule, or you're using Exclaimer or Code 2, for example. And you can actually, let's go more options. You can actually then take out those two to say that they can't create custom signatures, and they can't change their theme because we want to set a default theme, for example, on Exchange. And that's what you would do with your policies. Again, this one is created when you install Exchange, and you can customize it as per your needs. Thank you very much for watching.